I mean, let me talk to him, man.
I got the bustin', nobody shot back. You didn't get on me right then, so quit asking where I'm at. But you wanna mention Stunna, so I'ma be direct. Better ask Geek how it felt when that bullet grazed her neck. You ain't never shot a gun, rapping about catching bodies. You're only noticed cause you get shout-outs from Ozzy.
You a child prostitute, we know your mama sold your pussy. Everything you say is fake, somebody get this whole cookie. Bitch, you do it for the net, and I do it for the set. Difference between me and you is when I do it, I get checks. Only thing you letting drip is that shit in between your legs. She keep calling me a man, she wanna get up in my bed. Was you born without the brain?
2017, that's when Stunna Girl became known as a rapper. That's when she first made her first songs. I'm the Reason, Cut It Out, and I was one of the first niggas to like really hear them songs because somehow we was on each other's Snap. I never heard of her prior to that, and she was previewing them songs on her Snap. I'm just sliding through the Snap, checking out motherfucking stories and shit, and I ran across her shit, and it was just different, and she had her own voice, so I hit her and was like, man, send me them songs, and she sent them to my email. That was in January the 2nd of 2017, and about a month later she dropped Cut It Out, which was her first song, first single that she ever dropped, and she got a good response from that. And then following that, she dropped I'm the Reason and had a good response from that. And I was telling her then though, like, that shit hard. Like, I liked her style and her flow and all that shit, and we was finna work on some shit, and I ended up making a song, leaving verses open for her to get on the song, but she was busy and doing what she was doing. So I reached out to Noni Blanco, and she ended up doing the verse. And then next thing you know, Stunna Girl was ready. Like, I got the verse, woo woo, and she was ready to drop it and shit. Unbeknownst to me, I'm not knowing Noni Blanco and Stunna Girl don't like each other. I don't know nothing about that. I wasn't in their business to know. I just heard of Stunna Girl. And next thing you know, I see on Facebook and all that shit, they going up on each other, going wild. So I was like, damn. So she put the song to the side. She was doing her thing, and then next thing you know, she did a song with these Steez, and that's, you know, his side of the shit, you feel me? Them is our enemies. So I'm like, damn, how you doing a song with dude, but you know, you say you from Oak Park and all this shit. I just didn't understand that, so we just never fell through with the song with her verse, and then everything else started coming to the light with her beefing with us. Noni Blanco and all that shit, and it just was just a big uproar. But at the time, I ain't gonna lie, I did feel some type of way about the D-Steve shit, but I not even knowing this guy, but just being young-minded and just ignorant. So, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I used to be trolling her on Facebook, talking hella shit, saying personal things about her that I, you know, shouldn't have been saying. Cause I never met this girl, and it ain't like I took it serious, really. I just really didn't even care. Facebook was my thing at the time. That's what the shit I was on, doing Facebook little skits and little shit like that. That shit was popping, and I was just going at anybody, and she just happened to fall in that lineup. And I was being biased also because I like Noni Blanco too, but I did like Stunna Girl music. And she's still dope, and she's just raw. So I picked my own side. I can be honest with as far as her and Noni Blanco, and then that's where they diss songs came about. So fast forward, that became her rise to her fame. Really, the diss between Noni Blanco and Stunna Girl. Her Let It Drip, and Noni Blanco, The Real. That became like something big in the city, and was getting traction outside of the city and shit like that. And they girl rappers. Like, we don't have really girl rappers in Sacramento, so Noni Blanco really was the most popular thing. And then here comes Stunna Girl out of nowhere with her own voice and making her own type of music, and here she come popping. So that was competition for the both of them, and it really played in each other's favor. But Noni Blanco just couldn't seem to stay out of jail, ankle monitor, and all these things holding her back. And she made a lot of music. I don't know if she was under Mozzie Records or whatever, but she ended up being on Rolling Loud, if I'm not mistaken, 2018 or something like that. But Noni Blanco, being incarcerated and all these things holding her back, she was falling back from the music scene. And then, but Stunna Girl never really stopped working. And she never really was liked as far as like the rapper in the city, because everybody liked the Noni Blanco. She was already popular. Stunna Girl came out of nowhere to everybody else that just didn't know her. Like, she just really made 2 songs and then just start going up. The Noni Blanco already been a popular person. People already know this girl all through the city. So people was picking sides and all that type of shit. But that goes to show, like, consistency was the key in this story with Stunna Girl. She never stopped working, and then somehow she ended up going to Detroit and linking with the TF Entertainment, and got more pull on whatever and leverage that she can get from the outside source of not even being in California. So that helped her career, and her being around Cuban Doll and all these other female rappers that's way bigger than her. And somehow they end up falling out. And they had fights and all that shit at Rolling Loud and all that. And she became to be on Rolling Loud, Stunna Girl, starting with 2 songs from not even being popular at all as far as music, like kind of like overnight, but taking its course and taking its time. But look at her now. She never stopped working. Like, Let It Drip, that was her biggest song. So they beef really would have helped each other, which it did, but overall, Stunna Girl became in the forefront because she never stopped working, and she wasn't going to jail. She wasn't having shit stopping her and taking breaks and all that shit, up until the point of where she became now Baddies West, as y'all know her. But that just gives more exposure to her and her music, and she got a big following now. Now, it's just gotta play out to as if they gonna accept her music also. You know, also with her personality. This is a short story, man.